Morning, guys. Today I thought I'd kind of go over um, the costs of training and also a little bit on the CPC Module 4, which I did a couple of weeks ago. Sorry, just over a week ago. Right, start off with Module 4. That was the last part I did. I'm not sure of what order it can be done in exactly, but I did my hazard and theory, and then I went on to my practical, then my CPC Module 3 case studies, and then my Module 4. Now, my Module 4, I didn't really know what it involved 100%. So I did about 3 hours training, basically with an instructor just in a lorry, just going through everything they would ask you. And then once I've done that, the day after I had a test, which was supposed to last around half an hour, and it probably lasted about 10 minutes in all honesty. And that was £300, so it's not cheap. And I don't know. Obviously, you have to go there in a truck. You don't have to drive it. We still have to go in a truck. So if you could find someone who could drive a truck there for you, and you could do it there, and just pay the course fee, which I think is about £56. It's a lot cheaper. And in all honesty, I've got all the questions here. If anybody wants them, it's not difficult. So yeah, basically it's just your daily walk around checks, your knowledge on what to do. Say you've been pulled up at a ferry port and you left your vehicle unattended, what kind of checks you would do. It's all kind of show me, tell me. What fire extinguisher would you use on a small electrical fire? So say the black CO2. Which one wouldn't you use? Water. They don't ask you to use a strap anymore. They don't ask you to learn a dolly knot anymore. So I spent an hour or so learning a dolly knot. I didn't really need to know that. In fact, they didn't ask me during the test or ask me to demonstrate any kind of restraining device. So no tension bar, no, literally nothing at all. But yeah, it was very easy, to be honest. So my instructor gave me all the questions that they could ask me, and 2 of them they will definitely ask. So it was easy enough. As I say, if anyone can get by doing it cheap and want the questions, I've got the questions. Costs, total costs. So I'm past now. I've got everything back except my DQC card, which isn't really an issue because I've got my test pass certificate for that, which does cover you. So hazard and theory, I think that was around £39. I've done everything literally within about 4 weeks as well. I got my license back. First thing was my license, which took a week to come back, to get it set up for provisional. Did my hazard and theory, which cost £39. I think so. I think it was £39. And I did a 5-day driving course, which was 1,290. But when I say 5-day, it was like sessions of 2 or 3 hours. And in all honesty, after a day, my instructor said, well, you're pretty much ready now, we'll just drive around. So I felt a bit ripped off, in all honesty, for that. But that was including your test fee. Then the next one was the Module 3 CPC, which was £22, I believe. Module 4 CPC, that was, I paid £300 for that. There are places that do it with your training for £250, £260, but I got this. I called up on the Wednesday and I went in on the Thursday and then my test on the Friday. I wanted it done as soon as possible. And then there were my DigiCard, which I had to apply for, which was £32. So all in all, cost £1,683, which is a lot of money, in all honesty. There are ways it could have been done cheaper, but obviously starting off I didn't know. So definitely shop around and definitely try. 5 days training isn't always necessary, but most places you have an assessment and they say, based on your driving, how long they think you'll need. And logically, surely they're just going to say 5 days because it's more money for them. Luckily, the instructor I had, although I didn't know him at the time, but he's kind of my distance family, which was just by chance. And he pretty much said to me, you don't need 5 days, you need maximum a day and a half. So just be careful. Make sure you only pay for what you need, because a 3-day course, which would have been ideal, was £800. It's not cheap. Do I think it's worth it? Not really sure yet. It's something I don't want to do, and I have already got a job. Well, I had a job before I even completed it, to be fair, because as soon as I started my hazard perception, I was emailing round different companies, just letting them know I'm training. I hope to be completed within a month or so. If I could bear me in mind. And this company emailed me back, rang me back, sorry, and asked me to come in just for a chat, and basically was prepared to let me drive their truck as soon as I'd completed my test and got my licence and done my CPC, my DigiCard, which he did yesterday, in all honesty. There's a new Scania that's delivering various machinery parts around. And I've got the job. But yeah, definitely, make yourself known even while you're training if it's something you want to go into as soon as possible. There's a lot of people on here saying, the work on class 2, you're turning multi-drop and money's rubbish. I think if you look close enough, I think it's probably more. It could depend on where you live as well. But I don't live in a big city, and I've found work. There's definitely work out there for £10, £11 an hour. I've seen class 2 work for £12 an hour advertised. A lot of people say they want experience, but it's still worth emailing or phoning or sending in your CV. You never know. But yeah, all in all, that's it. £1,683. The next video I do, hopefully I'll be driving my own truck. So any questions, just let me know.